and welcome to Hat Central Money. In this video, we're going to talk about how much you should smile in a job interview. But before we continue, please remember to like, subscribe, and share this video because we've got good content coming and this channel will always have good content. So remember to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Now, let's continue with the video. Now, of course, you're looking for that brand new job and you want to impress your employers. And as we say, we want to ensure that you're unforgettable on your job interview. And the trick to this is very simple. If you're unforgettable, it means that you will stand out amongst the other applicants because you'll always be front and center in their minds. So in our previous video about job interview, we spoke about 3 tips or 3 strategies that makes someone unforgettable. And as I said, that you can use these strategies for any social situation. And this is the same. Your smile can help you to influence people. It can help you with your relationships, help you with your friends and family relationships, your co-worker relationships. Influencing comes on the influencing skills. So it's not just for a job interview, and don't narrow it to that. These are techniques that can be used for every aspect of your life as long as it involves people and people liking you. Now, we explained that when you enter an interview room that you should have presence, and this presence is going to set the tone for the rest of the interview. So if you carry yourself as somebody who is not just looking for a job, but also looking to qualify their employers for the position of hiring you, then you are setting the stage to have them try to impress you throughout the interview because you have put yourself on that pedestal as a very good candidate and somebody with bargaining power. Something that also helps to ensure that they like you in the early stages of the interview is smiling. Now, smiling cannot be underestimated, and it shouldn't. You should smile, and there are places for smiling in every situation. However, there is such a thing as smiling a little bit too much. And if you have done enough job interviews, you will know that if you smile a whole lot, you'll get access to less jobs than if you smile a little bit less. And this is true for both male and females. But for males and females, the level or the amount of smiling that you do is going to be different, and it has different impressions on the persons that you are interfacing with. So first we're going to start off with men, and then we're going to move off into females, which can be a little bit more complicated for us females because of a lot of stereotypes that perhaps even male employers and even female employers will have about females in general in the work environment. So to overcome those stereotypes, we have additional tips for us ladies. But first, let's start off with men. So men, how much should you smile in a job interview? So, of course, smiling is a tactic that we all use, and we know psychologists have said that smiling makes us more approachable. It makes us more attractive, and a smiling photograph is always going to attract our attention more than a non-smiling photograph. And graphic designers know this. So men, when you're entering a room, do smile as much as you can. Obviously, there are times for everything, but throughout the interview, you are at leisure to smile as much as you'd like. But don't overdo it. Like, for example, do not keep a constant smile on your face like this and talking and smiling at the same time for the entire interview. It's not a beauty pageant. Guys, it's easy for you to show your credibility and your ability to work and be what you would call working material, competent. It's easy for you to show competence in an interview, and so smiling does not interfere with you showing competence. What smiling does for you is show that you are approachable and friendly, and that you have a downside that people can relate to. So do not all be all competent and all serious. I find that men don't smile as much as they should in an interview. So pay attention to that when you're smiling. The thing about men too, because you have the liberty to smile more often than females in an interview, you may overdo it if you're doing it for the first time. So it's best to test this out with first people that you're close to, and then after with a little bit people that you don't know so well, to test and ask them, how was, do you think I was smiling a little bit too much? Generally, if they're honest, they'll tell you, and then you'll know to damper it down a little bit. But generally speaking, especially when you're in the beginning stage of the interview, when you're doing small talk, smiling during this phase is important. And you can also smile a little bit throughout the rest of the interview. But please remember, guys, don't be all gloom and straight-faced, because you already, as a man, it's easier for you to show confidence, and people are generally not looking at you in a negative way if you smile, and they don't associate a male smile with lack of confidence, unlike the situation with females. So now we go on to females. How much should a female smile in an interview? Okay, girls, so this is for us. I know that if you've done enough interviews, and if you're a salesperson, one of the feedback that you get if you actually asked employers and clients for feedbacks would be that you just smiled a little bit too much, and so we didn't trust you. Girls, we know smiling comes easy to us because it makes us friendly, and we do it every day in our interactions. We're very people focused, and usually females are approachable because men have to be comfortable approaching us, right, girls? But in an interview where you have to show confidence as much as personality, smiling can be a detriment if you do it too much. Ladies, this is rule of thumb. If you like to smile, don't smile. Seriously, smiling is only reasonable for the first 5 minutes of the interview. As a matter of fact, that's a little bit too much. As soon as small talk ends and we're getting into business, as in they start asking you about your work experience and they're talking about the job, this is a time when you should not smile at all. Things will go in your favor. The same tactic is used by female saleswomen. They don't smile as much as their clients when you're talking about the business aspects. And this is it. When a woman smiles and it's related to business, people, females included, not just men, females and men, believe for some strange reason that we're a little bit less competent because we're too friendly and sensitive. So in order to hinder people from reaching this conclusion with you and help them focus on your competency, do not distract them with a smile. That's as best as I can put it. So smile in the small talk, and even at the end when the interview is completed and you're shaking hands and waiting for a response saying, oh, thank you very much, I hope to hear from you, or thanks for the opportunity and so forth, the things that we normally say at the end of interviews. But in the middle, when we're talking about the job, details of the job, your competence, your employment history, and how you're a good fit for this job, don't smile at all. Females, do not smile any at all. If you smile at all during these stages, you're going to hinder your progress more than anything else. So thank you, guys. I hope that was helpful, and I wish you all the best on your career journey. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.